It's kind of a thrill, even exciting, to go to Eastern Europe or the Philippines or to the Ukraine, where myself and other folks have gone. But you know what? The hard work, the lasting work, is the long-term work we do right here at home. And church work is dirty work, and yet it's the very thing that makes everything worthwhile. My name is Rick Frazier. I'm the senior pastor here at First Baptist Church in Louisa, Kentucky.
Louisa, Kentucky could be a tough place to grow a church, but First Baptist has done just that by meeting the many needs of the people who live here.
One of the ways that we can impact people's lives is just through hands and feet ministry. Being his hands, being his feet, being his voice, advocating for those that struggle and for all those who need to know Christ. Feed a lot of people.
First Baptist has helped start a food ministry that feeds 175 families a week and is a partner in a counseling ministry, a crisis pregnancy center, and many other ministries.
As our church has given and served, we are so wonderfully blessed to discover that that's what this generation wants. If you're satisfied in just going to church, you'd never be satisfied in our church. If you come to our church and we discover your talent, we discover your passion, and we match that up with what needs to happen to make sure that people go to heaven, that is the more for Christ. And it is a thrill when folks get it. I'll have to be honest, I kind of swell up every now and then whenever you see folks step up and do the ministry that God has gifted and called them to do. And they find their purpose, and they also find their fulfillment in it. Every time I step into the baptismal waters, if I wanted to kind of pinpoint it to one thing, it's like I was baptized all over. Just in the last 8 weeks, we've had 7 of those 8 weeks we've seen baptisms. In every one of those weeks, we've seen decisions, Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday nights on some occasions. God uses the opposite of what I think quite often. He'll quite often take that person that I thought was unreachable and dynamically change their life.
Christ has called us to bring the gospel to our town, our state, our nation, and around the world. He gave all. Are you willing to do more for Christ?
More for Christ is much more than just 2 or 3 extra dollars in the pot at the end of the week. It's participating in something that has eternal dividends. It's not because we have a lot of money, but we have a lot of heart, and we have a lot of people willing to serve, from the least to the greatest. And I can't imagine doing less in missions. In fact, if anything, I know God has blessed us so much, He demands more from us.